Так, пыщ-пыщ. Я очень надеюсь, что в стриме меня слышно. Если нет, это очень печально. И очень надеюсь, что всякие фильтры работают. Чтобы я не уходил куда-то в ультразвук или же наоборот в шокализацию. Что ж, не знаю, можно, конечно, еще сейчас посидеть, подождать, пока может кто-то подтянется. Учитывая, что есть целых 57 подписчиков в моем телеграм-канале. Но я думаю, им настолько наплевать на меня, что в целом можно и забить на них. Значит, нет, мне не дает покоя, я все-таки немножко вот так вот включу. Дает покоя. Да, ага, все. Звук точно есть. И вроде даже нормальный. Значит, сегодня на повестке дня Alan Wake Remastered. Поскольку все в целом очень просто. Скоро выходит сиквел. Я в оригинал до этого не играл. Поэтому в целом не вижу проблемы с ним ознакомиться сейчас. И да здравствует бот в чате. Потому что почему-то Потому что я не верю, что это сейчас реальные люди пишут вот подобное. Что давайте я продвину ваш канал. Ребята, дорогие мои боты, пожалуйста, придумайте что-нибудь новое. Так, чтобы я повелся. Так, я себе тут аудио обеспечу. И, соответственно, захват PlayStation. Опа, иди. Да. Ну, не вижу особой проблемы затягивать. Точнее, особой причины. Проблемы-то нет. Проблемы я могу затянуть очень надолго сейчас. А причины затягивать не вижу. Поэтому можно в целом начать. Блин, такой соблазн на самом деле. А, на кошмарном нельзя. Блин, ну нормальный, значит. Придется, видимо, нормальный.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Меня зовут Гиткрип, я стример.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream.
Собака, будь здорова.
Following a
На
typical
фоне
nightmare
собака
path,
чихнула.
I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Так, посмотреть Источник света. Ага. Да, кто придумал вообще инвертирование управления? Мы... Вы уверены, что мышью? Нет, не инвертировать.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Может, оно того не стоит, может, не надо к маяку, нет? Достигнув контрольную точку. Уа! Ты чё?
Recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
Ёпт! Где?
You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for.
Whoa.
Just look at me. Look at your work.
Он так это... А что? Опа, погоди. QR-код, ну... Кто я такой, чтобы его не... отсканировать? Так. Мне реально интересно, что там. Подумал, у нас это окно протекает. Так, сканер QR-кодов. YouTube. Так, ну это не рекролл, я уже вижу. Vision 1, Remedy Entertainment. И, по-моему, это только по ссылке доступно видео, да? А это, по-моему, какое-то видение, которое вроде как контрол было, нет? Короче, потом как-нибудь, наверное, в телеграм-канале скину, что по этому QR-коду видно. Можно уклоняться от нападающего как? Ага. А, вот почему оно так. Просто мне уклоняться от него? Не похоже на... Воу. О, я вижу, где здоровье.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Ну, посмотрим, кто еще сдохнет сейчас. Подожди-ка. А, как громко. Е-мое. А, он прям позади, да? Это. А где он? Я хоть туда бегу? У меня есть какой-то показатель стамина? То я как-то медленно бегу. А он же с топором, он сейчас обрубит, да? Ну это прям, я вижу это. Нет, я спокойно добегу. Блин, а я-то надеялся.
No! No! No!
Помянем. Я тебя увидел только что, чувак.
Trapped. There was no way out.
Мне тебя абсолютно не жаль. Воу.
Cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
А как выбраться? Я бы с радостью выбрался, но я не знаю как. Ауч. Во. Ну что-то у меня... Как-то мне нехорошо, у меня здоровье уже почти 0.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are always safe there.
Ага. Это реген? Это реген! Ты прикинь, это реген.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
На свет. Ты... Неплохо. Я-то уж думал, придется вниз прыгать. Кто проник в сон? Я не понял, кто это. Я пропустил. Где?
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
О, ачивка. И после того, как она тоже тратится. А где он? Ой, ты где? Ой, так, это как прицел работает. Я понял. Ну. Так, добраться до маяка. Я в целом могу ничего не тратить, я могу просто бежать, да? Ну, объективно.
Just like
Ай! Я хотел увернуться. Воу. Ой, чего вас так много? Но, не бей, браток, не стукай.
I can keep this up.
Ай-яй-яй-яй, он бьет. Он больно бьет. Сейчас мне по башке еще прилетит что-то сзади, да? Куда? Да, еще немножко. Я надеюсь, мне сюда. Ну, как бы, если здесь свет, значит мне сюда, по идее. А внутри света... Наёбка. Внутри света нема. О. Кто здесь? Кто здесь?
Maybe just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Контрольная точка.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Где встать? А, с тем стариком, все. Не показали, где он.
Hi. Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
День оленя?
Fast, huh? Did you hear that, honey? You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Alan Wake. I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview? Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand. Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Все? Закончила?
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it got your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car. Come on, Slowpoke. You get the full service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, sounds like you've got a lazy bastard for a husband.
Yeah, but I gotta think.
Куда сходить?
Come on, you lazy bastard. Let's go. We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Try the coffee.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Ah, it does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack.
Хоть, блин, сломался после этого.
You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Ничего подсвечивается. Коллектаблс. Термос коллектаблс. Это мощно. Тебе страшно пройти туда?
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it now. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Окей. Предположим.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Bad Main here on KBF
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light you.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
У кого боязнь темноты, у тебя или у меня? Чё ты так медленно идешь? Ё-моё. Давай ножками, ножками. Эй, сумка не такая тяжелая, чтобы вот так вот идти и умирать. Давай.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before. Hello? Anyone here?
Так, электричество. Ну, электричество там, где генераторы. Логично. Логично. Может, по-моему, сюда не ведет никаких проводов, да? Да, знаете, генератор нужен. Это радио? Это радио.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose,
I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Main on KBF-FM. And now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Ну, тайный отпуск, чё? Угу. Из генератора на втором этаже я в ахере буду.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Йоу.
Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere
А, в
on the
принципе,
wreck.
на острове где-то, да? То есть не обязательно в доме. Угу.
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
То есть тут ничего нет, да? Нахрена я сюда пришел тогда? Ой-ё, это тоже... Это прям разряжает все. Коллектаблсы, термосы. Это, по-моему, на моей памяти это первый раз что-то подобное.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
А. Ну, я осмотрел дом. Моих действий был смысл.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Е-мае, он дымит. Тут хоть польза есть?
Good work, honey. I'll
Включился, значит есть польза.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Интересно, конечно, сравнить с оригиналом или версией для PS4 мастера. Как оно вообще выглядит. Ну, все, что я помню, связано с ремастером оригиналом, все, что я знаю. То, что в ремастере, по-моему, лицо Алана немного размыто. Но это надо проверять.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
И сейчас скример, да?
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Печатная машинка.
Surprise.
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past.
Damn it, Alice. Everyone
Hey,
keeps...
hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So
Maybe-
now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Don't, just don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice. God damn it.
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Ой. Ой-ой-ой. Сейчас, уно момента. Придется сделать так. Так, я на месте. Извиняюсь за такую долгую паузу, не знаю, сколько она длилась. Но вроде как я готов продолжить. Так. Let's go.
Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming!
Воу, воу, воу,
I'm
воу.
coming! What the hell?
Да можешь быстрее бежать, у меня реально есть стамина или нет стамины?
Alice? Oh no!
Keep going.
Wake up.
Alice?
Я в машине? Как я там оказался?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot. Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Так, а мне куда? Тут тачка. Вниз обрыв. А, вот сюда. Отлично.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there. Damn.
Я очень надеюсь, что сейчас никакая гадина не выскочит. Зато бог, очевидно, сейчас выскочит. Чё ж так и ярко было?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Так. Нашли страницы рукописи. Оу. Я могу это все собрать.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows.
Лицо его скрывали тени, и во мраке окружавшего нас леса его почти не было видно, в отличие от запачканного кровью топора, занесенного для удара. Человек безумно ухмыльнулся. Тени казались живыми и искажали его лицо. То была сцена из кошмарного сна. Только я не спал. Вообще на меня кто-то нападет, да? Я угадал? Нет. А, у меня не... Вау, здорово.
Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Придется. Придется, я уверен.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Вот что бывает, если не взять ключи, да? Так, и мне сюда, может? Куда мне? Я сейчас... О! Термос! Вообще не знаю, насколько полезная штука. Низ рукописи. Внимание, слепое зрение, разорвавшееся от множественных повреждений головного мозга. Из него сочились тени, расползаясь. Я хотел вырваться и жал фонарик так сильно, как будто от этого зависела моя жизнь. Всей душой желая, чтобы он дал твари подойти ближе. Вдруг что-то произошло, и свет как будто стал ярче. У меня нет фонарика. Йоу. Паркур, молодежное движение. Но, нет. Соси.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Оружие, метательные предметы, что?
Yes.
Гадина какая. Сейчас будет больно. Нет, да, бульдозер. Так, а как выбежать? Вижу. Воу. Неплохо. Гадина. О! Ай, больно.
My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was
Опа.
dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Это отключить электричество? Пнуть. Для этого достаточно просто пнуть. Понимаю. По патронов-то все меньше и меньше. Это что, надо теперь думать о запасе патронов? Вот черт. Что здесь? Страница рукописи. Ой. Она где вообще?
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake.
А я там где-то мог найти страницы? Если да, то я лох, получается. Ага. Не шандарахни, главное. Йоу. Чё ж так громко оно все?
What the hell was that?
Да давай вперед. Руй вперед. Писатель.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Я посмотрю. Ха-ха. Фига широченная река. Где-то опять этот чел?
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Опа, патроны и батарейки, это хорошо. Мало патронов, на мой взгляд. Опа. Ладно, сбегаем. Я жадный на коллектаблсы. Йоу. Это тут, да? Это хрень. Я-то думал, это обрывок рукописи. А это хрень какая-то. Ну ладно. Интересно, конечно, что дают, если я соберу все коллектаблсы. Если это столько какая-то дрянная ачивка, то смысл. Воу, ты чё? Так, окей, на них на всех уходит по 3 патрона. Это много на самом деле.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Я не специально. Я просто хотел проверить. Так. Лестница сломана.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Вижу. Сейчас такой на из-за угла выскакивает. Как дает топором по черепу. Ауч! Это было больно. Чел, это было не круто. Да. Вот туда тебя. Что я вижу страницу? Войди. А, то есть оно рандомно так. Понял.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100.
Угу. Так, ну, я так понимаю, с дробовика они будут за раз отлетать, да?
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Так. Окей, что нам вот это теперь даст? О! А где? Вот. Я еще ниже могу. Собственно, как мне это поможет? То есть мне просто теперь интересно залезть на это. Я добился своего, и это ничего нам не дает. Реально, что это может дать? То есть это видно, то есть я должен как-то это сделать так, чтобы оно меня само поднимало. Да? Нет? Нет, да? Все, вижу. Так, наверное, вот так, да? Пробуем.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably
Какая ночь,
but
действительно.
we're still up and around. Take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that,
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
То есть потенциально мы можем встретить собаку, которая вряд ли будет дружелюбна. Угу. Кайф.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. I heard them before I saw them.
И меня интересует, что вот под этими метками.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Воу. Так, давай-ка испытаем дробовик. Да, с одного удара. Не, выстрела. Да. Я забыл, как уворачиваться. Да. О. Так, я понял, переключаемся. И все-таки обидно, что финальный уровень сложности недоступен сразу. Да, опять? Вы чё? Так, все, больше не юзаю. 2 патрона это так себе. Да вы чё? Идите-ка вы нахер, я просто... Так, ладно, может не побегу. Да, гадина.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself, impossibly.
Так, ну, значит, меня что-то веселое ждет на бензоколонке. То есть скоро она? Опа, бульдозер. Да иди ты нахер. Двое, трое. Да. Да блин, я же увернулся. Так, я не хочу сразу заходить. Ого.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Einstein said, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Жестко.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Ну, хотя бы интересно.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was...
Ох, я очень... Я вижу, это арена. Это арена. Сейчас что-то будет. Или не арена? Арена. Туда его. Так, может, ты сам на меня нападешь, нет? Так. А куда ты убежал? Опа. Патроны. Или батарейки. О. Достигнут предел. А! А почему ты не можешь просто сдохнуть? Черт. Давай. Куда тебя? Блин, топорик не остался.
Body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Gas Station Alive. Где Gas Station-то? Скоро она? А, вон она. Отлично.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Здесь есть где-то лаз какой-нибудь? Или вот с той стороны?
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process.
Это сейчас будет? Нет? Не сейчас? Когда это будет?
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right.
Ох, я.
I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Probably yeah. Я уверен, что да. День оленя. Игры развлечений. И живая музыка. Кривозубый Чарли днем, ё-моё. Что здесь? Погоди, я вообще ищу телефон. Вот он.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out.
Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Это Максим Кулаков? Или же это Ян Грибович? Очевидно, скорее Ян, но на этих фотках он напоминает Кулакова в какое-то время. Что это такое? Парламент. Экзистирует. Короче, работник обслуживающему персоналу здания нужен будет доступ к вашей квартире.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Макеты обложки, погоди. На моем тейбл. Где мой тейбл? Во.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time.
Кто такой
Oh, and
Барри?
speaking of Barry, he called.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head.
Истом.
A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking and
It's
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down.
А, ищите страницы на кошмарном уровне сложности. Вот что это означает. Я одну страницу пропустил. Блин. Ладно.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Return to sender. Вот что я не могу забыть. Алекс Кейси. А, текстурка. Текстурка. Вещи, которые я хочу. Падение Кейси. Алекс Кейси триллер. Если я правильно слышал, то это все как-то связано с Максом Пейном. Но я не помню как.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Bright Falls настоящая.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Весело я себя чувствую,
Okay.
скажем так.
My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake,
Я не сомневаюсь, что ты любишь большие.
office down the corridor.
Вот прям
Alice
вообще не
was missing.
сомневаюсь.
I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
Блин, я не могу выйти. Большие стримы гид-крипа. Ну блин, они у меня редко бывают большие. Он только раз было, что для 3 часов, что ли.
Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker.
Стоянку, заборе дыра, старая тачка, чё так много этих?
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get
I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the call.
Паркинг лот.
Alice's life was at stake.
Так.
Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man.
Лучше.
Thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here.
Чё, страница рукописи? Что здесь? Темная сущность закусочной.
Describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain, horrible as it was.
Окей, предположим.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Так, the fence on the left. Вроде сюда. Ага, вот дыра. Насколько должны быть вообще древние доски? Просто гнилые, что так разлететься от пинка. Еще одна страница рукописи.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us.
Предположим.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Так, Алексей, признавайтесь, где вы нашли такой потрясающий этот эмодзи? Опа, радио. Термос.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. As It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Окей.
A writer is a light who
Ё-моё.
heals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
У вас тут телек сломался.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she
Вот
was
это
very
кривозубый
helpful
Чарли,
when I was
ё-моё.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand
everything's just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Seriously, Al,
Подай,
you can't just go
принеси.
and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there
О,
real
термос.
funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Я вижу термос. Может, еще и рукопись будет? Нет. Досада. Кругом сплошное разочарование.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Понял.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at.
Слишком много болтаешь, Барри. Барри. Как хорошо, что зрителей на стримах почти нет. Можно так закартавить, просто быть опущенным. Будь здоров.
Okay, okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist.
Спиной все пройду. Интересно, есть спидран на Алана Вейка, где надо все спиной пройти? Хачи, да. Повсюду. Держать оборону. Ух, я прям вижу, как он прям держит оборону. Все так опасно. Что только на баре есть вся надежда.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun.
До смерти напуган.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Птицы, ё-моё. Национальный парк Элдервуда, Вашингтон. Визитер-центр. Опа, я могу зайти? Ну, хотя бы как-нибудь. Куда-то туда, но я хочу сюда зайти. Во-первых, это закрыто, я так понимаю, да. Тут что? Почему у него такие мощные пинки? Это раз. Во-вторых, ебучие птицы. О, опять? Это будет то же самое или продолжение? Преступление и наказание. Еще не читал. Так что, ребята,
crimes are
Не
eventually sent to
спойлерить.
punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode: The Man in the Mirror.
В зеркале. Человек в зеркале твое отражение, если что. Ну, если ты не в курсе, чел.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it's coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Бум-бум-бум-бум. Не, ну музон зачетный. Не, вообще прикольно, что здесь есть вот такие снятые на реальную камеру такие вот вставочки. Вот это типа какой-то типа телешоу или не знаю что. И вот эти вставки с Аланом тоже прям круто.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty
Сейчас
kept
сдох.
coughing
Опа,
blood.
сейчас
My eyes were
секунду. Мне придется уйти на паузу. Так, и, бог ты мой, я вернулся. Наверное, еще, наверное, до конца этой главы, эпизода. Наверное, постримим, и на сегодня, наверное, все будет. Хотя не знаю. Так, переключаем обратно на PlayStation. И продолжаем.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Громковато. Давай, да господи, где есть какой-нибудь реальный счетчик стамина? Хочу понимать, когда он будет медленно бегать.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Я вернусь, и его там не будет. Вот,
The only way
просто
to make
чекайте.
sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Опа.
At the
Да я опять
last
что-то
instant, I
пропустил.
changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I
На
was
холодном
too
свете я был в
exhausted to move.
безопасности. Что-то будет. О, патроны. Батарейки. Это хорошо. Это прям таки хорошо.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Воу. Что произошло? А почему меня дамагнуло?
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
О! Ага! Анастасия. О, его еще и током прибило. Вот это хорошо. Так, ну и, как я говорил, он исчез, да?
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Размером с мамонта? А, не, окей, я думал, доживет вот эта штука. О, господи, дайте мне попить из кружки. Да ешь, увернулся. Тихо, 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 ты где? О. Нападешь? Нападешь. чё ты жирный такой-то, а? Во. Другое дело. Воу. Эх, успел. Ой, по-моему, окно разбил, нет? Или оно и было разбито? Или не разбил? О, он не разбил. Или его тут нет? Здесь есть окно? Погоди, мне интересно выстрелить просто. О, это пули непробиваемые стекла. Ты прикинь. Drop hazard. Опасность падения. О! А ну, уже. Прям оно моментально что-то хилит.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Последние мысли Расти.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting.
Ну, никогда не случится, верно. Так, пик влюбленных. Пик, ну, не пик, как оно по-русски-то будет? А, фиг его знает, как будет по-русски. Я ничего не пропускаю. То мало ли. Воу. А это спереди что стоит? Давайте по одному. Ой, раз, два. А, никуда. Вот и все. Вот и все. Все уже, надеюсь. А то еще окажется, что еще. Как накинутся все. The Great Old One. Это ты The Great Old One, да? Великий старец. Да. Воу, 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 воу. Шо? У меня патронов мало. И ты еще не подыхаешь. Да. Короче, беги, Алан. Я сдох. Победа. С вас окружен... Действительно. Если меня окружают враги. Блин, сам бы не догадался. Я просто побегу. Давайте я прямо отсюда побегу. Опа. Ауч. Да. Где я? Ну быстрее перезаряжай. Как тебе побить-то? Где патроны? А! Исчезни! Сдрисни! Да, иди нахер! Во! Вот теперь можно жить. Тут фонарь как раз, да? Раз, два, три. Во. Отхилимся. Блин, мне нравится анимация прыжка. Wake видит символ факела.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason.
Батарейки, сигнальные ракеты, патроны.
Flares, ammo, things you need to make it.
Так, меня ждет какая-то встреча с каким-то боссом. Потому что, ну не просто так мне обещают горы вот такого лута. Да возьми ты, не бойся. Но, я же знаю, что разобьешься. Ё-моё, если я сейчас на медведя наткнусь, это будет не кстати. Кто же это был? Гайсы. Оно того не стоит, поверьте. У вас же наверняка у всех есть родители. Вот что бы они сказали, глядя на вас сейчас. Да, я же вернулся. Я же вернулся! Да. Бесполезно. Вот как я сейчас должен 12 патронов, 4 противника, 3 обычных, 1 жирный. Я могу чисто в теории этого оббежать и сбежать. Хотя... Вау! Воу! Да. Да, иди нафиг. Воу. Перелезай! Все, этого достаточно было? А там emergency pack, по-моему, да? А, нет, это табличка. О.
Agent Nightingale
Nightingale?
didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles.
Поймай. Ой, меня кто-то хочет поймать. Я такой важный. А, или этот чел, который похитил. Кто он? Кто этот человек? Что им движет? Об этом мы узнаем, надеюсь, сегодня. Пожалуйста, оставляйте двери закрытыми. Йоу.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You
can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes. Yeah, but... Let's move! I lost my gun back there. Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
А, те не придут, да? Да. О, спасибо.
Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do. Are you kidding? Give me the gun. No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
А, и удерживайте. Йоу, а я дебил, я нажимал просто. Да.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. Our last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Сценарию? Ауч.
Fight kidding me?
Опа, я вижу термос. Тихо. А сейчас, дайте я термос возьму. Да, уворачивайся, Вейк. Да, серьезно, у меня нет больше этих штук. У меня нет больше этих штук. А! Ёп, ты что и жирный. Да. Черт, они меня так дожимают. Да их здесь всего 4. Типа по одному на каждую волну. Я даже не буду брать этот термос. Он спиной стреляет. Вы посмотрите на него. Ауч. Лезут страхолюдины. Да. Пошли вы все вон. Ауч. Гадина. Да попадай по нему, ё-моё. Ауч. Ауч. Помогите. Думаю, с максимума, так сказать. Все, стреляй в него, стреляй.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control. What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice? I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad. You touch her mouth.
То есть у тебя потенциально может сейчас образоваться информация о местонахождении твоей жены, а ты хочешь его застрелить или просто взять на мушку?
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held.
Так, Элис боится
On more than
темноты.
one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel, some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Это что такое? Капкан? Я думал, это что-то другое. Я-то надеялся, это что-то другое. Вижу, что-то свистит. Светится. Но я не думал, что я вот так легко попаду. А чё их так много? Это типа все на медведя или на меня? Потому что везде были знаки «Осторожно, медведя». Точнее, возможно, короче, встретиться с медведями. О! Тихо. Меткость. Победа. Да быстрее двигайся, Алан. Йоу. Да, еще кто-то, нет? Отлично. Так, мне еще долго идти? Кстати, тут это вот это. Рукопись, параметры. Здесь нету разницы между этим, да? Нету. Реально. Почему-то вроде версии для PS5 я думал... Йоу, как громко. Я думаю, есть какой-то, не знаю, два режима, как обычно бывает в играх на PS5. Качество и производительность. Но тут, видимо, один только. И даже без поддержки HDR. Это печально. Хотя с моей картой захвата вы и не увидите HDR. Это я гарантирую. Представим, что HDR не существует. Мне туда идти? Нет, там просто скала. Скала Джонсон? Нет, не он. Так, нет, йоу. Вовремя. Я немного потише сделаю себя. Тут вообще как-то страшно. Страшно громко. Да, я ж вернулся. Чё по патронам? Воу, 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 воу. Ну быстрее перезаряжай. Да блин, хватит. Да, перезарядись. Во. Отлично. Здесь есть внутри что-то? Бы обязано быть что-то. О, патроны. Еще одна рукопись. О, тут чем много. Какая бензопила.
I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock.
Вот черт. Я не хочу бензопилу. Особенно я не хочу, чтобы на меня нападали с бензопилой.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here. It was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it,
А, вот что за шум был. Я могу войти в него? Так, чего я этим добился? Ага. Я просто перевалил его, я понял. Под ним ничего не было? Прям вообще ничего, да? Печально. Куды мне? Ой, я немного не понимаю реально куда. А, туда. Нет? Нет. Так, я тупой, помогите. А, о. Вот так, да? Факел. И тут как раз вот это все. Раз через лес. А, у меня ж метка стоит, чё? Да, залезай. Метка ведет туда, давай залезай. Неужто как-то обойти надо? Что мне делать? Не сюда, да? Да блин. Так, идем дальше. Так, и сзади еще кто-то, да? Не сзади. Да блин, я ж уклоняюсь. Да блин, да блин. Вот так-то лучше. Можно идти дальше. Дальше это куда? По меткам вообще куда-то туда ведет. А этот сваливает, гадина. Что это какая-то... Это... Дам... Это плотина. Что это? Что это за конструкция? Лесопилка. Фига. Воу-воу-воу-воу-воу-воу-воу! Ты так не шути. По мне страшно. Ой, я могу так, возможно? Ладно. Предположим.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there.
Угу. Ау. А, вот что меня тогда кацануло. Йо, я понял. А все же поражаюсь, какие сильные у него пинки.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching.
Так, я здесь только ради этого был? Что мне вообще делать? О. Влезть. Влезать куда-то наверх, это, наверное, хорошо. Хотя сомневаюсь. У меня же есть нечто помощнее. А, это прям моментально уничтожает? Вот это прикол. Вообще кайфую. То есть я могу, если вот такие громилы мне попадутся, я могу прям одним выстрелом убить. Это реально прикол. О. Ах, ты ж гадина. Давай одного. Вот так. А второго. Так вот так. На. Чё, не так весело уже, да? А, тебя и так. Это чё я потратил? Один кто ты? Я забываю почему-то очевидное название всегда. А, вот бензопила. А, блин. Да, как? Черт, гадина. У меня сохранилась всего одна эта штука. Да йоу! А чё так резко? Окей, надо тогда мелких сначала уничтожить. Потом уже этих. Но мелких по фасту. Мелких вроде как всего двое, поэтому проблем возникнуть не должно. так мне нравится. Элдервуд. А, я вернулся, типа... Я к нему вернулся. Или нет? Или да? Куда, где я?
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Ну, at least, да.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Так, как открыть, как открыть?
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the...
Угу. Опа, патроны. Где я? Не вижу ни хрена. Ты работаешь, нет? Во.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Воу. Там остался? Надеюсь. Надеюсь, что там. Настройка изменила, что я могу там изменить такого? Воу. Воу-воу-воу.
The flare gun was
Так,
probably
сейчас
the
туда
best
будет.
weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Воу.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Так он... Я не понял, то есть он ее... Он ее не закончил. По мне казалось, он говорил, что он ее не начал даже. Он ее задумывал, но не начал.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Тьма контролирует одержимых. Пусти меня! Воу! Додж! Ну, могу чуть теорию в них запустить этим. Здесь побольше арена, здесь побольше нравится. Факел. Так, это не все, да? О, я не попал во всех, черт. Воу. Где? Гады. Да возьми ты этот. Нету что ли? Все? Ё-моё. Напряжно было немножко. С другой стороны.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Е-мое. Жутковато. Что, это конец второго эпизода? Да, видимо. Значит, можно, наверное, на этом и закончить. А? И так уже. Нет, 3 часа. Стримлю. Сейчас тогда в начало 3-го перейдем, и можно, наверное, заканчивать.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
Нет, все, чел. В следующий раз как-нибудь. Пока, наверное, все. Я? Нет, сейчас какой-то надо перерыв, очевидно, сделать. Не знаю, буду ли ближе к вечеру. Ближе к вечеру, может, немножко Зельду постримлю, которая самая первая. Чисто по приколу. Но сейчас уже ни на что сил не хватит. А потому мы переключаемся обратно на костер. Точнее, камин. Все, спасибо за присутствие. Тем, кто был, тем, кого сейчас нет, я не знаю, вот тут у меня отмечается один зритель, по-моему, это всего лишь я. Все, возможно, до встречи чуть позже вечером за Зельдой. А возможно, до завтра. Поэтому всех благ, до встречи.